What's up? You're watching Cheap Seats. I'm Riley. That's Graydon, and welcome to the Week 18 Power Rankings here on Cheap Seats. It smells like football. Orange Wall, Marty Supreme reference.
Oh, I didn't even consider all of those things that lined up.
Yeah, it's important to dream big, okay? And speaking of dreaming big, I know I kind of prefaced this before we filmed, but I do have a merchandising idea for the Marty Supreme team.
Let's hear it.
Because obviously they got to make, it's a big budget movie, biggest A24 movie of all time. They got to make that money back, and I think this will help with long-term sales, the long run. They should do makeup mirrors that are ping pong paddles for ladies. Like a handheld makeup mirror, but it's a ping pong paddle.
What's the catch?
What do you mean? There's no
Where's the part that makes you want to buy it?
What, because it's a ping
What's the
It'll say
how's
Marty,
it gonna make money?
It'll say Marty Supreme on it. And
nope.
Yeah.
It's missing something big.
Yeah.
It's missing a lot.
Real quick, that just made me think of this. Something that is so funny is right as we left seeing Marty Supreme, my girlfriend in the car was like, "Was that guy from Shark Tank?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Why was he hot in the movie?"
It's true.
And isn't that weird?
No.
She was like, "Why was he attractive?"
Because he was hot.
Yeah, but
It's because he's rich.
Right, it's Mr. Wonderful, yeah. And he's got the two watches on. He always double watches.
Are we going to talk about football?
Yeah, we are, but I mean, Marty Supreme's a pretty important film.
It only smells a little bit like ping pong.
Right, yeah, for
it
sure.
It reeks like football. It's week 18. It's rotten. The footballs are rotten.
Yeah, and people were mad at me for calling it ping pong, but it is the sound it makes. And I looked it up, and that's where it comes from. It's not insensitive.
No, it's British guys in India.
Yeah, people were saying, though, they're like, I actually think it has origins. And I'm like, no, listen, it's ping pong.
It's actually racist for you to think that, just phonetically by how those words sound next together.
Exactly, that's on them.
If your mind jumps to racism, you're saying the other one in your head.
Yeah, do you know there were other names that were also phonetic? Like that were...
Football, Riley!
All right.
Football!
I know, but like people
care.
People don't just think about football. They think about
other
things.
Do! That's all they're thinking about.
No, that's not.
That's it. In their minds, they're... Flag on the
You know what that looks like?
Holding.
This looks like ping pong a little bit. You're like, like it was. People were saying knip knop. That's another name for ping pong. Knip knop. Knip knop. Come on, this is like, come on, let's have fun.
Touch price.
No, I know, yeah. Yeah, they should ban it.
King Henry.
Yeah, he had a fantastic game.
Tractocito.
Yeah, tractor-cito.
Tracto. I say it like that.
Oh, okay. You can
He's
say
like a pro-tractocito.
Oh, it's phonetic. I get it. Tractocito.
Yeah, so you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
All
right. Listen, let's go through this. I went 8-8. I didn't have my best week. What did you? What did you?
I went 10-6. You little slime ball.
So 13 games going into the final week of regular season.
Going into the final, more than 13. So.
No, totally. And then there's the playoffs. Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's out of reach.
Okay.
I came in 4th in fantasy, by the way. I did lose. I had a terrible week.
Shout out Tyreek Bugby.
Yeah, Ty Bugby. Come on, wrap it up.
Everybody comment down below. Congratulations, Tyreek Bugby. Last year in the inaugural season of our fantasy football league, he drafted Browns defense with the #1 overall pick and lost the league.
It was actually the 10th pick.
Okay.
But
because he went Browns defense, Sam Laporta.
Yeah, he went. Those were his first two picks. He had the snake on the end, so he had the 10th and 11th pick, and those were his two picks. And
so, some changes up top, like in the administration and the front office.
I think he auto drafted this year. I do think that.
Well, whatever it did, he won.
Yeah, he won. And
Copes.
Copes wasn't even in the playoffs.
Yeah,
he's a loser.
He's a loser.
Yeah, for sure. But he does have great merch on his website, Copes.shop, and it would really help because obviously we're being censored, and it's this whole thing that I won't get into.
We're being not even shadow banned. We're being banned.
If it's fine. If I gotta stay up every single night and edit all day, and then we make no money, that's fine. Who cares?
If you keep going to Marty Supreme, I feel like you'll figure something out.
But I think so too. I need to start dreaming bigger. I need to start taking bigger swings. I think that's what it is.
Screw this Brandon Wardell type videos. Let's shoot for like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's get Michael Jordan on the channel.
I think I didn't screw enough people over on my way.
Yes.
So I didn't care about my dreams so much that I was willing to hurt a lot of other people.
You tried knocking the Jewish lady up?
I have tried that a few times. Yeah,
no
in my
dice.
life, and no dice. Yeah.
Really? Maybe it doesn't fit.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe like the sperm and whatever. You're a Gentile.
And
maybe that doesn't work.
Yeah, it didn't fit. That never stopped Steve Harrington. My Stranger Things fans will get that. So
okay.
We're gonna talk about football though, right?
Yeah, let's go through the games podcast style.
Podcast style, I like that. All right, let me pull up this week 17 here on my little computer.
That's a funny joke.
Thanks, man. Cowboys Commanders on Christmas.
Cowboys, Dak Prescott, 34th season of 30 touchdowns or more. He's the only other Cowboy to do that is Tony Romo.
Oh, really? Troy Aikman never did that?
Troy Aikman is a cheater.
Oh, really?
He cheated on his wife, so I don't even like that you brought him up.
Oh,
wow. He didn't throw. They weren't throwing for 30 touchdowns back then.
That's true, yeah.
They were running the ball, running that rock.
Yeah, it was 4-game seasons, too.
It's 4-game seasons, and it was Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, Lions going out sad. Absolutely. Just awful.
That was really sad.
Yeah,
it's especially sad when you lose to a team that has 3 passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
With the net, like with the sacks and everything, brought it together because they did sack Brosmer a shit ton of times. 3 net passing yards.
And I found out, and I think we both found out, it's Brosmer. It's not Brosmer.
I didn't find that out because I would have said that.
Yeah.
Now I'm embarrassed. That would have been nice to know.
I said Brosmer for weeks, and it's Brosmer, I guess. I think that's how they were saying it.
I like that better.
Yeah. What's up, bros? Brosmer before Hosmer. That's Vikings fans can say
Brosmer before Hosier. I want Vikings tickets instead of that dumb concert ticket.
I think Hosier. I'm open. I'm open to Hosier because people seem to defend him in a way that feels like maybe the music must be good.
I don't think it is.
Because I've heard like the hits, but I've never heard. I've never heard.
I've heard the hits. I haven't heard the deep cuts.
I haven't heard the B-sides, so I don't know. But people were really mad that I compared the Alex Warren Hype House song to Hosier. They were like, "What? Get behind me!"
People are mad at most things he said.
I know. Yeah,
they're not liking your takes recently.
Yeah, which is also it's almost like insult to injury. Like if you were editing all the videos, everybody hated everything you said, and then you made no money. It would feel like life's pretty bleak, huh?
It would sting.
It would sure seem like it, right?
It's got to be with the dreaming big and stuff.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
it's got to line up at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to have a kid. All right, Broncos Chiefs. What an absolute sad fart of a game it was for the Broncos. They do win, but holy shit, they don't feel good.
I mean, they feel like they're honestly less exciting than the Texans right now, but in a similar sense, I feel like both of those teams' defenses can win them any game at any time, as long as their quarterbacks don't have atrocious games and like turn the ball over 3 times. I feel like both Bo Nix and CJ Stroud can go like 12 for 20, $160, and a touchdown, and then win.
Yeah, and similar quarterbacks too, because they both kind of rock with Charlie Kirk. It seems like
CJ Stroud likes Chuck.
Yeah,
it doesn't surprise me. I guess.
Unless it was a fake thing that I fell for, but it was like right after it happened, they were saying that CJ Stroud said we should have a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk during every game. He said that.
It was probably just before every game.
Every game ever, yeah.
Oh my God.
He said it was that important.
Holy shit. Ugly win, but whatever. They've done that so much this year. I think that's their 7th straight win of one possession win.
Yeah. Texans Chargers, that looked really bad for the Chargers in the first half. They kind of put something a little bit together in the second half, but either way, that can't feel good being Harbaugh.
No, they just can't protect Herbert.
Yeah.
That O-line sucks too. Like if you gave anybody else's O-line to the Chargers, I'd be like, that's a Super Bowl team. Easily. Like with how good Herbert is, Omarion Hampton's starting to become this more dynamic player. Their defense is good enough, but they just can't keep him upright.
Yeah, and Harbaugh did compare Justin Herbert to the guy from Mission Impossible, like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise's character. Ethan Hunt.
Mission, I think.
Ethan Hunt, I think is his name, yeah. And then compared him to Picasso, and then also a half man, half beast. Like he didn't say specifically which one, but they used a graphic of a Minotaur, I believe, on the broadcast. Rich Eisen had them pull up graphics of all 3 of who Harbaugh compared Justin Herbert to, which is just awesome because it's like Justin Herbert has like a crush on him. Like
who Justin Herbert has a crush on?
Or no, Harbaugh has a crush on Justin Herbert.
Yeah, but that's old news.
No, I know, but
they spent the offseason kissing.
Right, but it's just very funny to me that he's continued doing it's like we get it, but he's just like keeps ramping it up and up. He's like, when will he notice me? Sort of thing. If I call him God, will then he like me?
Try maybe complimenting some of the O-linemen and see if that flirtation will get them to play a little better.
Or heal the broken ones.
Yeah.
Like Joe Alt, who played 6 games this season and is a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. Ravens Packers. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Be a hundo.
I'm gonna need you to recap this one for me. I was at Marty Supreme.
Oh, I barely watched any of the games this weekend.
Oh, really?
I was at Marty Supreme.
Oh, really? You were also at Marty Supreme.
No, but this Malik Willis, best game of his career, and then injured late, which is worrisome depending on Jordan Love's timetable to come back. I think they're pretty much locked into the 7th seed, though. I don't think they can even move.
No.
So I guess it doesn't matter. They get 2 more weeks for Jordan Love to become healthy. Malik Willis played great. Derrick Henry ran for the most yards of any player ever in Lambeau Field, which was built in 1957, and the first inaugural game there was against the Bears. NFL history. He went for 216 and 4 touchdowns. It was insane.
Yeah.
Sanu Puntley gets it done again. Maybe Lamar doesn't come back. Maybe he's lost his job.
They did say he was going to be out for the remainder of the regular season. And so, I mean, I don't know.
They get to play Pittsburgh Sunday Night Football for the division this upcoming week. We love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And I think, honestly, if you watched, I don't know, like, to me, it feels like the vibes for the Ravens are pretty good right now.
Yeah.
And they probably, like, going into that game seem a little bit favored. It's going to be way more devastating to the Steelers if they lose. Like, if the Steelers lose, you got to be like, holy shit, how did we put ourselves in this situation?
Yeah,
if the Ravens lose, it's like this season was kind of lost anyway.
Lamar played like 9 games.
Yeah, he wasn't himself.
No.
So,
Yeah, if the Steelers lose, it's like, wow, we sunk $250 million in like 12 veterans.
Yeah.
And we lost.
Yeah, and the Packers, I mean, their season looks also just like completely falling apart. Josh Jacobs did nothing.
Devastated at the absolute wrong time.
Yeah.
Just completely devastated. You lose Jordan Love, you lose Micah. I mean, it kind of sucks to see, but I also fucking hate the Packers.
Yeah, so I don't care. Fuck the Packers. All right, Bengals, Cardinals, Joe Burrow doing the same thing where it's like he gets an easy opponent and he has fun playing football again. They, like
the Cardinals have lost like 10 in a row.
It's 9, I think, and it's Brissett. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, because he's playing fine.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, they actually like chose their backup over their starting quarterback and their like franchise quarterback. It felt like for a minute. And they just are like, he's losing, but like we like how he plays. Like
he throws it better than that little guy.
Yeah. It's like gotta feel so bad to be Kyler Murray.
Oh yeah, he's like, how many's he gotta lose?
They're like, well, I don't know. We like losing with him a little better than losing with you.
He's taller.
Yeah, they gotta fire whoever's at the Cardinals. Everybody at the Cardinals needs to be fired. They have 3 wins in a division where everybody has 11 or more.
Josh Gannon, 1 and done. Pete Carroll, probably 1 and done. We should do a coach's fired or nired.
Yeah, fired or admired.
Fired or admired. That's a great cheap seat segment that we planned out that will be coming next week.
Yes, and a great idea from Marty Supreme as well. And then, but yeah, Pete Carroll already said, I think, that he doesn't want to, he's just going to do 1. Like, he's
he gets to say that?
Yeah, come on.
Al Davis.
He's like he's old and like he won Super Bowl. Like,
yeah, but Al Davis has those micro bangs and a 10-year-old girlfriend, so.
But I'm just, what?
What?
The guy that's the Raiders owner?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right.
He does have micro bangs.
No, I know, but what does that have to do with this?
What?
What does that have to do
He's powerful, dude.
I know, but Pete Carroll can still decide I'm going to do one year and be done.
And retire?
I saw somebody post like Pete Carroll showed up, saved the Raiders franchise by getting them the number 1 pick, and then left. Like, thank you, Pete Carroll.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Geno the most out of that scenario.
I don't. He played like dog shit this year.
Geno's cool.
Yeah, he's cool, but he played like dog shit.
Dude, at one point this last week, the offensive line did like the movie thing. When your quarterback's a dick and they just let everyone run by you and sack you. Yeah. They did that to him this week. That's not cool.
No, it's not. But
Geno's the man.
Ironically, for Geno Smith, it seems like he will not be right back.
Ironically.
Because like right back, like I didn't write back though.
Oh,
like when he said that, he said like they wrote me off. I didn't write back though. He won't be right back though. For the Raiders, they're probably going to draft Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That all works. And Steelers Browns. Yeah, we did it.
Yay! We did it. That was our Super Bowl.
Yeah, we did it. And the Steelers definitely game plan was to not let Myles Garrett get the sack record, and they forgot to win the game.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the game plan when you play the Browns anyway.
Yeah, it's lock up Myles Garrett, but at the same time, like there were so many balls in the dirt.
Yeah, Aaron would be like, "Oh, you're not getting me."
Well, yeah. Anytime he was even close, he was like,
yeah,
yeah. So it seemed like they were. Yeah, there was like I don't know.
Shedeur looked crazy. Carson Schlesinger played through injury. Yeah, I mean, you beat Pittsburgh on the home field. I love that. I love that for Shedeur. I love it for handsome Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe the end of this regime.
He seemed hype again, which is so weird because
they love beating Pittsburgh.
I know, but the last couple weeks it's been like Kevin looks like he's out there like, all right, I gotta act like I still want this job, but I'm not doing a very good job.
Well, they did ask him at the end of the game. They said, "What do you think? Like, would you be excited to come back next year or something if given the opportunity by the Haslams?" And he said, "It's my pleasure to have this job." Which is like not a yes or no.
Right. I think that sounds like a line they wrote for him.
Yeah. He said, "It's been my pleasure." It's like, "It's my pleasure as long as I have this job." Huh. It's like, what? Just say yes if you want to coach again next year.
Elliott Smith reference. Yeah. All right. Saints Titans. Tyler Shuck.
Why are you breezing so fast, man? Let's take our time. This is a podcast.
I know it's a podcast.
Tyler Shuck, second in Offensive Rookie of the Year odds now.
So do you want to slow down or do you want to...
Well, I wanted to talk about the Browns a little more, but now we're into Shuck land.
I mean, what else is there to talk about with the Browns?
Harold Fannin, hot, awesome, big guy, touchdowns.
And then he got hurt. Yeah, and he's done.
So what?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, like...
Dog pound.
Right. It's just our season's over. It's over, you know.
Not technically.
No, there's one more game for sure. But, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Shuckland.
Yeah, we also, I mean, like, it was a bad week for the Browns if you're looking at the draft. We won a game. Yeah. And the Jags won again.
Yeah. Jags are going to have 15 wins by the end of the season somehow.
Yeah, somehow. And so I don't think it's looking very good for our draft prospects.
But I think we'll get Carnell Tate.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But he didn't play for like the last 6 games of the season, and people don't know why. So we have like a mystery guy, like a mystery box guy.
That's perfect.
Which is cool. Fun. I mean, he's used to playing in Ohio, and people will like that.
Yes.
But he might end up being like Brandon Ayuk, you know?
Brandon Ayuk was really good for 4 years. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it too, I guess. But all right, Saints Titans. Yeah. Shuck is now the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's playing fantastic football.
Let me tie Cleveland back into this one.
Yeah.
Everybody, Tyler Shuck goes out. I know he's on a string of good games. He throws for 300 yards and a couple touchdowns against the Titans, and everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, shuck me. Shuck, I want to shuck me all night long." I heard people singing that in the street, in the grocery store, at Walgreens.
Yes.
Shedeur Sanders throws for 400 yards against the Titans and 5 total touchdowns, and everybody's like, it was the Titans. Can we calm down on Shedeur?
And we lost.
Yeah.
They won. The Saints won.
Yeah, but
the Saints have won 4 in a row.
Shedeur threw for more yards, and everybody was like, "Well, his stats don't count because that was against the Titans."
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's fair. The Saints have won 4 in a row. It's like he's leading them to wins.
Yeah,
it matters a lot more, especially because passing yards. If you're like playing from behind, it's different.
I don't think so.
I think so. You have to throw. Like when
people just don't want to see him win, dude.
I don't think that's. I mean, yeah. Well, then good for them. They're not seeing him win very often. Like if they don't want to see Shedeur win, then they're having a good season because they have seen him win twice.
All right, Cam Ward looked pretty good again.
Yeah,
I think he'll be a good quarterback next year.
He almost had the craziest throw, knee. The one with the knee down. I knew it. Like I watched it in real time.
Yeah,
and said to the TV. I said, "Oh, that's not going to count," but holy shit.
Why did you say that?
Because I saw the knee hit. I was like, listen.
What did the TV say back?
The TV said, "You're right. Give us a minute."
Okay.
And then they...
Give us?
Yeah, us.
Like the other TVs?
The team.
the team TV of TV?
Team, yeah. Okay. The technology team.
I'm so confused.
And so they eventually...
What kind of TV do you have?
It's like a talking TV.
Is that like a Toshiba?
No, it's just like its own brand. It's called Talking TV. Yeah. And it's a TV that talks to me.
How big is it?
It's like normal size, like TV sized.
70 inches?
I don't know. It's like I think they have different measurement. It's TV sized, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. So yeah, that was awesome though.
Believe it or not, the Falcons could be the bottom team in that division after all this fuss.
I don't think they can.
Yeah, they're both 6-9, and they play each other this weekend. The Saints and the Falcons.
No, I think. Wait a second. No. Because
they are tied in record right now, and they play each other.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, wait, isn't it okay? Because the Panthers are what?
They win the division with a win.
They're 8-8 right now. Yeah, they're 8-8. The Bucks are 7-9. Yeah. The Falcons. Yeah, because it's that whole tiebreaker thing. Like they'll all end up 8-9. The Falcons could end up 8-9. The Saints can't. Right?
I think so. I think they can. I think they have the same record.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Dude, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But
it's the bottom of a division.
Right. I mean, it's funny to me, I guess, that the two teams in the NFC South that are playing the best football right now are the ones that are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah.
The Saints and Falcons are both playing better football than the Bucks and the Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers week by week.
I mean, yeah, but it's been a couple weeks now. It's been a couple weeks since they've looked.
They've had some hard opponents. They've had like a tough end of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
But the Falcons did just absolutely take it to the Rams, and we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later, but yeah. What else was I going to say? Oh, DK has the most scrimmage yards of any player in the NFL this year for the Titans.
Wow.
Yeah, he has the most scrimmage yards in the entire. I think because he also does special teams. I think that helps.
That makes
but
sense.
It's like, yeah, maybe not scrimmage yards, overall yards, total yards. And so, yeah, that stat is pretty wild, though, as a rookie.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's pretty wild what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's a rookie, right? I think. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Anyway, Jags, Colts. That game was interesting.
It was fun, dude. I wanted to see Phil get one.
Yeah, he almost got one, but yeah.
He was fired up. He was screaming at the refs.
Yeah.
He
was screaming at like that whole thing that happened where he tossed the ball to the guy and then he like fell.
That was
and then
good.
he like went to help him up and then like they turned around and he was like, oh my God.
His little fat ass. Liam Cohen, Coach of the Year. Signed, sealed, delivered.
I don't think so.
Who?
I think it could. There's so many candidates that they were talking about.
Vrabel,
Ben Johnson is right up there.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson has a really good shot. I think it honestly comes down to seeding. A lot of it comes down to seeding.
Yeah, if the Jags like get the first seed in the AFC,
then it's Liam Cohen. Yeah. But if the Bears get the 1 seed, which I think they don't have a path anymore. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but there's still. I mean, it looked like
just
it was going to be Steichen, but it's not.
Just turnaround wise alone, like they won 4 games last year.
Yeah,
and they're going to probably end the season with it 13 plus.
Yeah,
that's the biggest turnaround ever.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh yeah, Commanders last year they like snuck into the playoffs, but they played well. Yeah. All right, Bucks Dolphins.
Sad.
It's sad. I hate watching the Bucks right now.
Yep.
It's just a bummer.
Bucks are 1-7 since their bye week.
Yeah.
And they've just gotten healthier and healthier every week.
Yeah.
Bucky Irving came back and seemingly brought all those problems he was dealing with off the field.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can say they're healthier and healthier every week. Baker Mayfield looks more and more hurt every time he touches the field, and so that's what I think really it comes down to.
It's like you keep getting a nicer and nicer car, but your steering wheel gets smaller, so it's really hard to control.
It's a good
They're kind of at the they're driving like a Ferrari right now with a steering wheel the size of a chicken nugget.
Yeah, they keep crashing. Shoot. They should just play Bridgewater. They should have done that like 4 weeks ago.
I don't know, dude. Teddy sucks. He's wearing 2 gloves.
But his commercial's great. He's a great listener.
Yes, that's
Is that him doing the listening one? I forget. There's like a bunch of different ones.
You got to do your research on these commercials.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah. I usually pay attention during those parts, but I forgot. It was a busy week, okay? Marty Supreme, editing and like and being censored by YouTube and possibly the US government.
And the Chinese government.
Right. It's probably all three. And so that's been, it's obviously I'm going through a lot. All right, Patriots, Jets. The Patriots absolutely took it to the Jets. The Jets suck.
First quarterback ever, 90% accuracy, 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. And also the Jets have 0 interceptions on the entire season. Aaron Glenn came in defensive coach.
Yeah, he can't make him catch the ball, though.
Yeah, but that is fucking insane.
It is crazy.
0? You mean they have intercepted the ball 0 times.
You can't tip it up in the air.
I saw a great tweet that somebody put, like, they did a stat, and they were like, would this player win MVP? And it was like 33 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a bunch of other stats. And it said, this is every quarterback combined against the Jets throughout the season.
33 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a great record.
Yeah, a fantastic record. So
shout out Connor Cook, man.
Brady Cook.
whatever it is.
He's the Jets quarterback. Is that
Yeah,
who you're talking
stay
about?
strong, brother.
Why?
He's getting slammed around.
Yeah, I mean, sure. He plays for the Jets. The Jets
I know.
suck.
I'm just telling him to stay strong. Some words of encouragement.
Yeah, he's probably watching,
Probably. He's
Mhm.
Doom. I think this is like Doofus NFL YouTube.
Doom scrolls.
Doom Scroll Doofus Town.
Yeah.
And he's kind of probably there after all the hitting to his head that happened.
Everybody who watches that's what we call it. We call it the Doofus's doom scrolling.
Yeah.
That's how you find
What's up, doofuses? How's your doom scroll going? Don't be afraid to stop and hang out for a while, because right in this corner, football.
Yeah. All right. Seahawks, Panthers. That, I will say, and I was going to get to it in power rankings, but the Seahawks looked absolutely broken and confused the first half. I was like, oh, no, they're falling apart at the wrong time. And then, I mean, they won 27-10. That is a deceiving score if you didn't watch that game.
I agree, because I did watch good 3/4 of it before it really got out of hand, and I was like, all right, Panthers, I was waiting for them to like tie it up, home crowd get involved, and then boom, boom, boom. But Panthers couldn't do anything on offense. Their defense played well enough, obviously, to make Seattle look rough. But yeah, it was a kind of a confusing game.
Yeah. Yeah, Panthers didn't look great, but the Seahawks didn't either. And I think, getting out of that with a win is good, but I'm a little worried about Sam Darnold. I was watching it being like, is it just games that matter? Like that's the pressure gets to him or something? Like he just looks like a different quarterback when the game seems important.
They get the 49ers this weekend. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's Seahawks 49ers for the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I think it actually is now because the Rams lost. It is just whoever wins that game is the 1 seed. So either, it's going to be home field advantage for the 49ers all the way until the Super Bowl. If they make it there, they'd play at home. And or it goes through Seattle, which is awesome because that stadium's loud as shit.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. I think that game's going to be awesome. Giants Raiders, the game didn't matter. It was the Hoop Bowl. Yeah, and the Giants won by a lot.
Yeah, they don't even know when to lose.
Yeah.
All they've done is like stumble around and lose close games. And then the game that I think if they lost, they had a 99.7% chance at the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
They lost that.
Yeah.
And now they have like a 66% chance.
But Ashton Genty said before the game, we need the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
So he wanted to lose.
Yeah.
And they did. And it was great for me as someone who picks the Giants every single week. It was nice to get one more on the board.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
You're not going to get many of them.
No, I'm not.
Jackson Dart played pretty well. 200 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I did not watch that game at all because it was 2 games in the 4:00 slate, and it was that and the Eagles-Bills, which mattered a lot more.
Yeah,
so
I didn't watch any of the Eagles-Bills. I was pretty dialed in on Raiders-Giants.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Somebody said somebody posted and said, this is my Barbenheimer with those 2 games next to each other on YouTube TV, which was pretty funny.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's what Marty Supreme should have done.
Well, it was Marty Supreme or Anaconda, the Paul Rudd and Jack Black movie.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 that it was kind of a lot of people's Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
So a lot of people they bought a ticket to Anaconda, and then they went and saw Marty Supreme and then Anaconda right
Or
after.
Sing Song Blue.
Right.
The Hugh Jackman, Neil Diamond covered story.
Yeah, the cover band with his wife.
Kate Hudson.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of movies
A lot
to
of
see.
great films out right now.
SpongeBob, Big Guy, Pants Okay.
SpongeBob the movie.
The SpongeBob movies.
With the pants.
And Zootopia 2. There's a lot of movies
Zootopia 2 I don't think is still in theaters.
I believe it is. I think it is.
You think you
I
believe?
think it believes it is, yeah.
I don't know. Did your TV tell you
I believe
that?
it thinks it is, yeah.
I don't believe it is.
It is. It definitely is, actually.
According to who?
According to the app when I went to buy the Marty Supreme tickets, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Eagles, Bills, like we said, you didn't watch any of it, but I mean, the Eagles, it's so annoying what's happening with them because I was like, they just had easy opponents.
Yeah.
They got back on track, and I was like, they're just going to look like shit in this game. And for some reason, the Bills just tend to do that a little bit better.
Yeah.
In games where you're expecting them to go face a good opponent and look good, they looked like shit. Then they came back all the way at the end, and then they decided to go for 2. A lot of people are criticizing McDermott for that decision. And I do too, only because Jalen Hurts had 0 completed passes in the second half. You look like the better team. You take them to overtime, you're probably going to win. And instead of, I guess I understand if you think you might miss the extra point because he did miss the extra point, got it blocked or whatever. I don't know, though. Like, I think you just kick that and go to overtime.
Yeah, it was weird. Weird all around. Both those coaches really puzzle me a lot. James Cook, like in the first quarter and a half of that game, looked like he could kind of control that whole game for Buffalo. And then they just started chucking it around, which is, I guess, kind of default Bills offense is go get him, Josh. But like, even all the way into the fourth quarter, you're only down 13. I was expecting a lot more James Cook just getting the ball.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of Josh Allen trying to make crazy shit happen, which he did. He got 2 rushing touchdowns in like the final 6 minutes. But
he also did single-handedly like take them out of field goal range that one time by just...
Oh, that was one of the biggest sacks I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was like, crazy. What, like a 22-yard sack or something? Like, he was just running back, kept doing it, and then he gets tackled and immediately slams. I also, like, how strong are these guys' wrists? When a quarterback does that, I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. He's just slamming the football into the ground.
You think they're worried about their wrists?
Yeah, like, what if his wrist just, like, cracked?
That's you.
I know, I have little wrists, but I'm saying, like...
I don't think you could just crack... I don't think the earth could crack Josh Allen's wrist.
Wow. That guy's lucky, man. That guy's lucky as shit, because anything could crack my wrists. And I could never do that. I can't properly... Here we go. I can't properly express my frustration because my wrists are too breakable. So I can't slam a football into the ground like Josh Allen can, and maybe that's why I'm so tortured.
Yeah.
This could all be fixed. I think, yeah. I'm getting
And you can't knock up a Jewish girl.
Yeah, I tried, and I can't. It's such a bummer, dude.
And I'm pretty sure he did, too.
Is she Jew? Oh, well, okay. Yeah.
Her last name's Seinfeld. So.
Josh, put the baby in me! Leave it in, Josh!
We need to hand it to James, Jerry! All right, next game.
January football, Jerry! Yeah, Bears 49ers, that looked like a Madden game. That was unbelievable. It
looked pretty real to me watching it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was squinting or something. No, it's just crazy. I've never seen a game do that.
So many points?
It was just like, okay, first play, pick 6.
Yeah.
Then it's just 7-7. Then 14-7, then 14-14, then 21-14, then 21-21, then 28-28. It just kept doing it, and it came down to just like total theatrics, real chance at it, like. That was a thriller. It was amazing, but it is like the football game that somebody would write for a movie or like a kid imagines. Yeah. It's like tons of offense, just back and forth.
It wasn't much of like, if you like watching like gamesmanship.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that, like no decision besides like the play calls themselves, like coaching wise, really mattered.
No, it wasn't
just like
it wasn't chess. There wasn't a lot of chess there. Yeah.
The best I did like the Juwan Jennings touchdown that I think won the game. That was a great play call. The way they used Tonjes all night, they just like used him. Linebacker stepped in, and Brock Purdy throws a great deep ball, which I feel like he doesn't get a lot of credit for. And he was 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, like 50% completion rating prior to hitting the Dougie. And then once he hit the Dougie mid-season, he has 15 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on like 66%.
Yeah, people were pointing out that he Euro stepped into the Dougie this time.
Yep, that's kind of it. That's creative.
That's creative, and he hits a pretty clean Dougie for like a little white guy that nobody thought was going to be anything.
Yeah, I feel like he's just a vessel.
Oh, really?
Someone's like channeling some sort of energy through him.
You think it's Vecna?
Yeah, who's that?
He's from Stranger Things.
Is he an NFL guy?
No,
big football guy?
Stranger Things NFL collab is out. That's a big deal. But
didn't Vecna kill Rudy from Rudy?
I don't think so. But
one of those bad guys did win the season with Rudy.
Oh, yeah. That was one of the Demogorgons.
Is that not Vecna? Is that different?
Well, it is in a certain way.
Vecna's king of Demogorgons.
King of the Hivemind, which they say a lot in the show. And so, and a lot of people think that everybody's Vecna'd, that like the audience has been Vecna'd. So there's like a new theory out kind of that like
we're Vecna?
That we're all being tricked by Vecna via the show. And so everybody is part of like So
Brock Purdy learned it.
Brock Purdy, I think,
Is he watching the show? If you don't watch the show,
this show or Stranger Things.
What if you don't watch Stranger Things?
If you don't watch Stranger Things, you're safe, I think. And then if you watch it, you're Vecna. You're Vecna. Possibly. You're Vecna'd. It's a verb.
What does that mean?
It means it's a verb. So like
I understand, but then what?
Vecna's people.
But then what happens at post being
Once you're Vecna controls your mind and you're part of the hive mind. Yeah.
So you're being controlled.
I think so.
By a wormy beast.
Possibly. We haven't figured out if the theory is correct yet. And I don't know if he's a wormy beast as much as like I don't know.
Fleshy, right?
Yeah, fleshy and disgusting and
snatched waist though.
Absolutely. I mean, he's eating. And Jamie Campbell-Bower looks fantastic in this season, a lot of people say. Yeah. But what was it? Oh, yeah, you said Brock Purdy's a vessel, and that's how he got lost in this kind of thing. Yeah, he's
really good, man.
So is Caleb Williams, though.
God, yeah.
I really liked how he was playing,
Dude, that last play, hopping out of the sack, going backwards. If he was able to... Did you see
DJ Moore?
Yeah, if you were able to step into that pass...
Did you see DJ Moore on the other side of the field like this?
Yeah.
Jumping up and down, waving like a kid at recess, going, I'm open, I'm open. It literally...
We don't know if that's what he was saying.
Right, I guess we don't know because he wasn't mic'd up. Yeah. They should have mic'd him up, but yeah, he was like, me. And Caleb
How do you know he was saying me?
Sorry, yeah.
It just...
Something. And then Caleb just didn't see him. If he throws that pass and the game ends that way...
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would have been awesome. But it did feel like it was written by a sixth grader, the whole game. Yeah. Like, it was just offense.
I think there's a scenario where we could get Rams-Bears first round of the playoffs, and I would like that. Yeah.
I would like
that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know. Wait.
Are you kidding me how good
okay. I thought you were mad that I was
Are you kidding me you wouldn't like a
no, I would like a dat.
Let's get into our power rankings, dude.
All right, we last one, Rams-Falcons. Yeah.
Whoa, wow, I've never been more surprised turning a game on because I watched the gritty Cavaliers win on the road in San Antonio last night, and I flick over to check the halftime score of the old Rams-Falcons, and what do I see?
I don't know.
At halftime?
At halftime.
What did I see?
It was 21-0, yeah.
What? And then what do I see when they show the highlight of, like, the second play of the game?
The second play of the game, I wasn't there yet, so
Bijan Robinson, 96 yards,
93 yards. That was the second play of the game.
Hey, it was like 3 seconds in.
It was third or fourth drive.
No, I don't think so.
I think it was second quarter when that happened.
I don't think so. Well, that was the first highlight I saw, so I just
because they kind of went three and out, back and forth for a second. Yeah. You didn't, you're not qualified to talk about this. First half of the game, I tweeted this from the Cheap Seats account, but great for the Falcons, who are mathematically eliminated, but even better for Drake May. Drake May just won the MVP with that first half of football from Matt Stafford. He looked bad. He was making big mistakes. His interceptions were his fault.
Yeah.
That's like a very, concerning thing. They are falling apart at the wrong time. Puka almost had, though, the single greatest catch I've ever seen from a wide receiver.
It would have been like
I think it should have counted anyway.
Well, it wasn't a catch.
He gripped the ball with his left hand and used a little bit of the defender's hand.
Right.
Then he just grips it. He doesn't do anything. And then as he's falling out, it just comes out a little bit as it's going to his body.
Yeah, it's just not in anybody's control while he's out of bounds.
I understand that, but I think that they should maybe change the rule a little bit. Because that, just like, I don't care if you could.
Yeah, but then you could, like, tip it to yourself. And if you're inbounds as you tip it, then you could grab it out of bounds.
Great television. Fantastic. What? No. He still had his feet on the ground as it hit his body.
He was out of bounds by the time he got control. That's why it wasn't a catch.
I don't know. I think it should have counted. It was so amazing.
Yeah, it was.
And he had 2 catches for touchdowns that got called back for penalties.
Yeah, it was a wonderful effort by him individually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm that concerned. Kyron Williams still looks good. I think they just kind of like eased off or like look past the Falcons a little bit.
Mm.
Sean McVay's good coach. Matthew Stafford still amazing season. If they need to like win out and I think if they win out, they could end up getting Green Bay instead of what would likely be Chicago, and that's really important.
Win out?
Or like this week, there's like a scenario that
they can't get Green Bay because Green Bay can't win their division, so they're both going to be wild. They're both going to get wild cards. Think about that.
I'm pretty sure they can get Green Bay in some way.
How does that make sense?
Because I read a note.
Yeah, but think about this. They are both going to be wild cards. They don't have a chance to win their division. The Seahawks or the Niners are going to win their division. Green Bay's not going to win their division, so they're both going to be wild cards.
So they either get the Bears or who?
They either get the Bears or whoever wins. The Bears or the Eagles. That's it.
Rather get the Eagles, I guess.
Bears, Eagles, or the winner of the Panthers-Bucks game.
Oh, yeah, shit.
But which I don't think they could be the 5 seed, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
if they're
what
the
it
5
could.
seed.
I think it could be, maybe that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Instead of Green Bay, it could be the Bucks.
Right.
Which would be a lot better than the Bears.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Bears are going to be the 2 seed. The Eagles are going to be the 3 seed.
Yeah, or the Eagles could be the 2. Those could switch.
Can they?
Yeah, Eagles could get the 2 seed.
Oh yeah, the Eagles did win. You're right. Okay, so yeah, those 2 are flippable,
Yeah.
and then the Bucks or Panthers, and then the 3 wild cards are going to be the Rams, the loser of the Seahawks 49ers, and the Packers.
Joe Mama. Oh, the Packers.
Yeah, the Packers.
Okay,
yeah.
let's get into our P rankings.
Real quick, I want to shout out one last thing for the Falcons because I've said very little positive about the Falcons this season. Their 2 defensive leaders, both rookies, in interceptions. Watts playing fantastic, and then Pierce with the sacks. And so their defense is something they look. Somebody else said this. They were like, it's got to be so frustrating to be a Falcons fan because every once in a while they look like the best team in the NFL, and then they are just bad the rest of the time. I do think looking into next season, as long as they figure out their quarterback situation, I do think that they're a force to be reckoned with. And they might even be favorites going into next season to win their division. Yeah, them and the Saints.
Bijan Robinson, youngest player or most scrimmage yards of any player at 24 of all time.
Yeah, over Barry Sanders and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. So pretty awesome. Let's get into the PP.
Yeah, let's do the power.
PR.
Let's do the power rankings. Let's do this.
Here we go. I'm gonna go with the rage bait. Number 10. I got the Bills.
Oh my lord.
Where do you got them?
Up there a little bit.
Okay, a little higher.
Up there a little bit, yeah.
A little higher than 10.
So what's the rage bait here?
Oh, just that I put them at 10, and I feel like last week I thought they could win the Super Bowl, and then after that at-home performance against a team that didn't complete a pass in the second half, I'm completely dismayed, I'm discouraged, I'm offended, I'm sickened, I'm disgusted, and I don't like it, and I don't think they can win even a playoff game if they're going to have to go on the road.
They are going to have to go on the road officially.
Yeah, so I think they lose first round.
Okay, I don't think that's going to happen. I will say that I was thinking about the term rage bait. I think we should start calling it conversation bait. I think it's important. You know, you got to, like, it's just like saying something and then, like, let's start a conversation. What if you're just lonely? What? People who rage bait are lonely and they just want conversation. So I don't think it's like they're trying to bait rage. I think they're trying to bait conversation. All right, number 10 for me. I got the Eagles. I put them back in here after beating the Bills only because I have the littlest, like, shred of belief in this team because of their playoff experience, because they went to the Super Bowl. I just don't honestly think it's their year. And so to me, they're a whatever team, but they get to play at home for their first playoff game, so whatever.
They're not repeating. But they do. That defense is, I mean, that's got to make you believe something.
Yeah, I really hope they don't repeat. I think part of this is me trying to convince myself that they won't. Yeah. I think that's, like, because it is a little, like, the NFC is so tough, but, like, it's still open.
Yeah, they get into the second seed, and they just win, like, 13, 16-point game. Like, you know what I mean? They just win.
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad TV.
It's bad TV. Let us tip the ball to the coach, and if the coach catches it, it's a touchdown.
Boom. Let's do some Savannah Bananas shit. You know what I mean? What? Some Savannah Bananas shit.
I thought you said Hannah Banana. I was like, who's that?
She's the girl from Disney.
Really?
Yeah. Go number 9 for you.
Go number 9 for me?
It's already up there.
Yep, there it is. Charges. This is mostly because they have, like, an impressionist, mystical kind of beast man at quarterback. He's a wonderful work of art and the greatest quarterback alive. He's gutsy and can win anything, and I think Harbaugh can come up with a game plan that can beat anyone. And like I said about Amari and Hampton, he's becoming just more dynamic in that offense. And the defense is good enough. I don't know. If they can keep him upright, they could see them making a charge into the playoffs.
Yeah, he has a broken left hand, and just wait until Herbie's fully loaded. Then you'll see how he plays. All right, number 9 for me. Broncos. I moved them down quite a bit.
Sure did.
Because they won, but Jesus Christ. Yeah. It is getting tough to, like,
Oladakan or whatever.
Oladakum.
He was going nuts at moments.
It's just, like, so hard. I would hate being a Broncos fan right now because, like, nobody's going to take you seriously being like, we are such a great team. Like, look at all these wins. Like, every single week deflates you just a little bit of being like, are we even a real team? Like, we're playing a broken down, terrible Chiefs team that just lost really bad to the Titans. And we're barely beating them. Like, that's just bad.
You know what doesn't bode well for them? Bo Nix is afraid of dogs.
He said that?
Kirk Herbstreit, you know?
Yeah.
He's got that cute lab that he takes everywhere with him. Its
Sure.
name's like Buso or something.
Uh-huh.
I think it's Oso Buso.
Okay.
And he brought it out onto the field, and it jumped up at Bo, and he like...
Oh,
and then
no.
like the Broncos players came over and were like, yo, don't do that to Bo. He's afraid of dogs. And then like, I think it was Cortland Sutton was like, yeah, I got a Cocker Spaniel at home, and Bo won't even come in the house.
Oh.
He's afraid of dogs of all sizes.
Maybe it's like a Charlie Puth situation.
Charlie Kirk.
No, Charlie Puth, because he got attacked by that dog, and that's why he has the eyebrow thing. Maybe Bo Nix's face looked like that because he got attacked by a dog.
Like shiny and like baby?
Well, yeah, but it's like looks all like weathered. Like, I mean, I know part of it's because he's really old, but
Does
like,
it?
Yeah, like his face looks like it's been.
I feel like if anything, it looks cherubic.
Cherubic.
Yeah.
I don't think his face looks cherubic.
Bo Nix is kind of like this.
Yeah, but it looks like beaten and battered and it looks like it's been through war.
Are we talking about the same guy? Either way, he's afraid of dogs. That doesn't bode well for them. That's bad
That
behavior.
doesn't bode well for them. I don't think he looks cherubic at all.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think
he
Bo...
kind of looks like a baby.
Comment downstairs if you think Bo Nix looks cherubic. Cherubic's Cube.
At number 8 for me, I have the Tennessee Texans.
No, what? Number 8, Tony.
He's taking his time.
I know, but
I threw him off.
That
joke,
that joke timing would have worked a lot better.
Yeah.
If the Texans showed up and then right as you said Tennessee Texans. Let's try it again. I won't cut it, but let's try it again.
At number 8, I have the Tennessee Texans.
See, because it's funny.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Their offense teeters. Like, I feel like for 2 quarters every game I watch the Texans, I'm like, oh, here we go. They figured it out. They're about to start balling.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of go. It's like they just forget. They're like, well, let's show you the defense.
Uh-huh.
And then they just try and punt the ball a little more. But their defense is good enough to win them any games. And CJ's figuring something out. They have like 1 or 2 explosive plays every game. I feel like that's like kind of the difference between them and the Broncos right now offensively. I know I compared those 2 teams earlier. But CJ seems capable of like getting the ball down the field a little more. I don't know. I sure as fuck wouldn't want to play him.
I wouldn't want to play him either, but their run game, I mean, Woody Marks did play. We said that he wasn't going to play, and he did.
We were wrong.
Yeah, we were early. Never wrong, just early. And yeah, so I still am not super afraid of their run game because it is Woody Marks. He's not like an unbelievable player.
His name's Woody.
Right. Like, I'm not going to be afraid of a guy named Woody.
No.
Or
Buzz, for that matter. So everybody quit saying I'm afraid of Toy Story.
Or Alan, for that record, for this record. What? For that matter.
Alan.
Woody Allen.
Oh, yeah. I'm afraid of him.
We shouldn't talk about that, though. We'll probably get demonetized. Okay. All right, number 8 for me. The Bills. I have them above the Eagles. That's right. They just lost to them by 1 point, and I still have the Bills above them because they're in the AFC. I think that's an easier path to the Super Bowl. I think that experience is going to come in handy when they get to the playoffs. They are going to have to go on the road, but I believe in this team for whatever reason. Other than their defense, I don't think is very good. Yeah. But it's Josh Allen, and he does like kind of miracle shit. And he's actually, for not getting to the Super Bowl during the Mahomes era, Josh Allen's pretty good in the playoffs. He plays well in the playoffs. He's played well against the Chiefs even, and they just have come up short every time. I think this is a year, like I said, where unfortunately, I think the Bills getting the Super Bowl is a pretty likely thing to happen. That's what I think.
Oh, I don't think there's a chance at it.
And that's where we're different, and that's why it's important to have 2 perspectives represented on one show.
I bet you a bucket of cream.
Wait, you think a bucket of cream has a better chance of making it to the Super Bowl than Josh Allen and the Bills? Okay.
A barrel.
A
barrel full of cream.
I'll take that bet. Yeah, for sure. Wow.
It's okay. Number 7 for me, I have the St. Louis Rams.
Okay, awesome.
Because that's what they looked like last night.
Good timing, Tony.
Matt Stafford played like Detroit Matt Stafford. Bit of a throwback game for him. We've all seen that. little show and dance that he does where he just likes to explode into a pile of hay.
Song and dance usually.
Song and dance? This one was a show and dance.
Oh, okay.
It was a pony show and dance.
It's usually show and tell or song and dance.
Hey, Marty Supreme's kind of like a ping pong show. Not like the one I saw in Tijuana, though.
Jesus. Okay.
That's like something an old nasty guy would say.
Yeah. Like you.
Yeah. Whatever. Rams fall big time because they've looked like horse shit the last couple weeks, and their flaws are. This is the thing. When we pointed this out, when you don't like Kyren Williams has played better, but a couple weeks ago I do remember saying when Devontae Adams is your red zone guy and the way you move the ball are these explosive pass plays, you just set yourself up for. If your time of possession is going to be so low and you're just this explosive offense that relies on passing, you're going to have a few games where if you throw a couple picks, it's over from the jump.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a risky way to play the game.
Yeah.
I do like the way that Parkinson's playing, Colby Parkinson.
Yeah.
And I like that they found ways to make it happen in the second half. And Kyren Williams is good. I'm a little worried about the Blake Corum thing. Yeah. Although Kyren and Blake kind of play similar football, Blake Corum is good to have when, if you're overusing Kyren, you still have Blake Corum, and he looked a little banged up, so I don't know about that. They need Devontae back, but he almost played last night.
Yeah.
So he's going to be back for the playoffs. I still think the Rams are a great team, but number 7 for me, I have the Texans up here. And yeah, a lot of the stuff that you said, I just think that defense is so scary, and even in a game where the offense didn't do much, they set the tone right away. Right away, Danielle Hunter sacked Justin Herbert. Yeah. And then it felt right away like the Texans had the upper hand, and they can play a gritty game like that to the very end and win by a couple.
Yeah.
Even if the Chargers, were putting stuff together in the second half, it didn't matter. And so I think the Texans are scary. Nobody wants them first round.
If they make it to the Super Bowl, I'll be so fucking excited.
Oh, me too.
If it's like Texans, Niners, I'll be bricked up.
We should do a video where we pick which are what our most favorite Super Bowls would be. Because that to me is pretty low. Niners, Texans.
Are you kidding me?
I don't want the Niners to be there if the Texans are there.
You just hate when a white guy does the Dougie.
No, I don't. I love when the white guy does the Dougie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's one of my favorite things ever.
Oh.
You know that about me.
You hate when... What?
I hate when a team that went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago goes again.
Man, shut up. Shut your mouth. At number 6 for me, I have the Bears.
Oh, nice.
The Bears look scary. Caleb Williams is throwing a better ball right now. It's like him and Drake May. When the ball comes out at either of their hands, I'm like, ooh, look at that thing go. And Brock's throwing a good ball, but it doesn't have the zip.
Right.
The zip on Caleb and Drake's ball. That zip is just...
Come on now, Zip.
Come on now, Zip.
Come on, Zip.
It's amazing. They have weapon after weapon. Luther Burden has, I feel like, a different kind of feet than everyone else.
Yeah, his feet are different.
The way he can cut on a dime is scary. He'll be catching it out, full sprint to the outside line, and he'll just.
And Kendrick and SZA did a press conference too, and they said the song was actually about Luther Burden. They said that song's actually about Luther Burden, so that's cool too.
Sorry, I'm covered in ticks.
That's all right. But yeah, Luther Burden's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. I'm kind of concerned about that defense, which is healthy and has some good players that is kind of refusing to make big plays when they need it. But I don't know. Ben Johnson's pulled out the old hook and ladder again. That got me fired up.
That Bears defense totally refuses to make big plays. I don't know. A pick 6 on the first play of the game.
Then give up 6 straight drives where they give up a touchdown.
Totally. I'm just saying it's not big plays aren't the problem. It's consistent
They needed a winning play at the end, and they didn't get it.
A
pick 6 to start the game isn't a big play. That's a lucky play.
It's a big play. That's exactly what it is. That's a stat they do.
I don't know why you're mad at me.
I'm just saying, listen, the defense didn't need a big play at the end.
The
sack. Offense needed a big play at the end.
I don't think so. 38 should be enough to win on the road.
It was.
No, it wasn't. They lost 42-38.
Wasn't it 38-34?
No. Jeez, dude. I don't know why you're so upset with me. They lost 42-38. 38 points should be enough to win on the road.
Oh, my God.
They gave up a 45-yard play to Juwan Jennings in the fourth quarter.
I'm just saying big plays aren't the problem. Consistent defensive plays.
They needed a good defensive play in the fourth quarter.
All right,
good
whatever,
one.
dude. All right, number
A
6.
winning one.
Number 6 for me. I got the Bears here too, so we are matching.
What did they need to win in your case?
I think they needed some big plays on defense.
For defense? I don't think they had enough of those. That's what I was trying to say.
No, I just think, I think they need a better, more consistent defense.
Okay, so you said that better than me.
I'm saying the big plays aren't the problem. They have the most takeaways of any defense.
Okay.
And they had a pick 6 on the first play.
So if they had a big play, let's say, on the defensive side of the ball in the fourth quarter, that wouldn't have helped them. They needed a better, and what'd you say, more consistent? So
this is a crazy fight. This is like a fight.
I'm just trying to get my words straight so I can sound smart about football. Because I think if they had a big play on defense in the fourth quarter, they could have won.
Okay, yes, but this is kind of like it's like you're doing a hypothetical. When I'm saying like the problem, if you're diagnosing the Bears with a problem, big plays on defense, like a lack of big plays on defense, is not the problem.
Okay.
I think it's like because specifically they have the most takeaways.
Yeah.
Like they've been making big plays on defense. It's just they also give up some big plays.
Yeah.
So
it's a boom or bust.
Yeah, I think they need more consistent defensive play, and I think that will get them to the Super Bowl.
Boom or bust. Instead of okay.
Yeah. Right. Like when an old person comes, boom or bust.
I was trying to do like instead of having a huge rack or a huge ass, you kind of just have nice ones. Boom or bust.
Like boom is the big
Boom's
ass.
the ass, obviously.
I guess, yeah.
Well,
let's calm this down.
Okay.
We need this. If this doesn't,
if this doesn't make us money,
then it's over. Yeah.
Number 5 for me, I think I have the Bucks. Nope, it's the Broncos.
The Bucks.
I thought they snuck up here.
You have the bucking Broncos.
I had a whole team consult on this for me.
Yeah.
And they wrote the big play thing, so I'm kind of worried about the people I've hired.
You're gonna have to have a meeting with those people. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have Broncos up here. I think they are still really scary. I think their defense overall. I know I compared them to the Texans earlier. I think their offense is a little more dynamic than the Texans, and with their defense being almost as good as the Texans, I know it's not as scary the way the Texans fly around, but with R.J. Harvey and the way they can actually run the ball, I think the Broncos could literally beat anyone, and I would take them over the Texans in a head-to-head game right now. They can look sloppy, but Sean Payton and that experience and I don't know. The thing that scares me the most about this team right now is that their quarterback's afraid of dogs because I think that's bad vibes.
Yeah, I think I'd take the quarterback play of the Texans over the quarterback play of the Broncos. I'd take the Broncos running game over the Texans running game, and I'd take the Texans defense very slightly over the Broncos
very
defense.
Slightly.
And it's like, so that I would love to see that matchup happen.
I'd love to see them fuck and have a baby, have a football team, and that team would be good as fuck.
I think that,
I'd like to see everyone on each of those teams fuck in like a big orgy. And then they have a football baby. Sean Ryans. D'Amico Payton.
All right, number 5 for me. I'm worried about the where we're headed in terms of content.
You can talk about man orgy.
I don't think so, and I think you should cool it out. Rams. I still believe in this team. I just think they're an offensive explosion. I think when they get Devontae Adams back, that is a piece of the puzzle that they are missing in terms of the red zone. I think Matt Stafford feels a little bit more confident with the veteran presence on the field, too, as an option all the time. And I think that defense, is still pretty scary. They just played really bad last night.
I'm not scared of them if I'm Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
Number what?
No, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I won't talk about.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
All right, number 4, I got Liam Cohen's Jaguars.
Yeah.
They keep doing it. Trevor kind of came back down to human level. He'd stopped being that 3-headed Hydra Picasso beast that he's been for the last 4 weeks.
Right.
Parker Washington emergence. Wow, that's timely.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah. And I love when a guy kind of comes out of nowhere. I mean, if you're a Jags fan, obviously you know who he is, but he's just really emerged in this offense. I feel like as teams have like adjusted and started a game plan for Jacoby Myers because of him and Trevor's special connection, once all right, let's double Jacoby, let's bracket him over here. Parker Washington has stepped up as the guy who's open when you pay more attention to Jacoby, and that's great for Trevor, great for this team. Their defense has been impressive the last couple weeks. I don't know. I can't in good like faith say, oh, I don't want to see them in the playoffs because they just don't have that vibe. The Jags will never have that vibe for me. Trevor Lawrence will never have that vibe for me. Corny Liam Cohen won't have that vibe. Like Texans, I'll say that about in the AFC. Broncos, even Bills, I'll say that about probably. But man, the Jags they're balling.
Yeah, they're hot at the right time. I think I have them at 4 too. If we want to pop that up, yeah. They're hot at the right time, and they do look like, beginning of the season, we did a lot of the thing where like both sides of the ball, team looks good. Like it just feels like a complete team. That's how the Jags feel right now.
Yeah.
I agree. The pedigree does not make me scared if I have to go into Jacksonville and play in the first game of the playoffs.
In an insane Jacksonville stadium.
Yeah, Everbank State. Trevor Bank. If you have to go into Trevor Bank and play, I'm not as scared. I actually kind of want that matchup.
Yeah.
If I'm in the AFC right now, I'd be like, you can beat the Jags any given Sunday. It just hasn't looked like that recently. They have been playing so well. We'll see how that, translates to the playoffs. We haven't seen them in the playoffs in a couple years. Yeah. So, I don't know. But you can't deny what they're doing right now. And the Colts looked like a formidable opponent this week. So
Phillip Rivers looked fat and angry.
Yeah, he looked fat and angry, and Jonathan Taylor looked like he was doing what he's doing. He was doing it.
Didn't he get held to like 70 yards in this game?
Absolutely, yeah. But he tried. You could tell. I don't know.
What's going on? At number 3, who
I'm
you
a casual. Got? It's tough.
You got them here?
Huh? You have the Niners?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Just click it if it's the case. You have them higher? You sassy little brat.
Or I don't have them at all. Who knows?
Niners have been my sneaky surprise team that can come out at night, bite your ankles, and win the Super Bowl. Told you so. Everybody a few weeks ago was like, dude, you're insane for giving that long-winded, prestigious award to a team like that does the Dougie with their quarterback.
Yeah.
And I was like...
It's a weird call for Shanahan to keep calling that play for Birdie.
Do it again.
Yep.
Brock's he hits it once and he goes, do it again. Run the Dougie up the middle. Christian McCaffrey is in an insane football package. Juwan Jennings, electric. They're going to get Kittle back. They're going to hopefully get at least one defensive man back. It's not going to be Fred Warner, obviously, but I don't know. They're banged up, and the defense...
It is going to be Fred Warner.
He is going to come back?
NFC Championship. They said.
Oh, my God.
They said Fred Warner will be back He ran onto the field to celebrate.
What?
During that game. When they won, when they beat the Bears, he ran onto the field, and he was running. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then they had him talk before the game, too, and, like, all the shit, and he's in the locker room. Like,
That's crazy.
He's in there. He's going to be there.
Yeah, you love that with a team that has that chance. That was like... last year with Aiden was like, if the Lions got to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl, he was like, I can play.
Yeah.
Guy broke his leg earlier in the year. So that's exciting. I don't know. They're going to get healthier, and Shanahan is like the scariest coach going into the playoffs in an NFC that's loaded with a bunch of scary coaches. I think Shanahan is, and the idea of them getting home field and having the home field await them in the Super Bowl is very scary, but obviously I don't have them at the top right now.
I have the Seahawks at 3. Like I said, not a very inspiring performance from them, but they did get away with the win. And
what about that Chardonnay?
What? Oh, Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah, he played really well.
Yeah, he did. That's what I was gonna say. He's a very physical back, and them being able to use him in times where Sam Darnold looks a little bit shaky has been actually huge. Like huge to see that game plan come to fruition against an opponent that is going to be in the playoffs. Maybe not. Well,
maybe not.
I think they're going to be in the playoffs.
I do too.
Because there's 2 ways for them to get in. They can lose and the Falcons win and then they get in, or they win and then they're in. So I kind of feel like it's going to be the Panthers. But,
I do too. And I want them in. They deserve it.
But yeah, I don't know. I think like if we see a bit of a return to form of what the Seahawks were a couple weeks ago, JSN has been held to a little bit like it hasn't been the same JSN that we saw for the first 8 weeks of the season. And I think, that's always kind of like lurking in the background. I also think Kupp's looked pretty awesome as like an option.
Cooper
Kupp, yeah. All right, cool. Never mind. Go number 2 for you.
Number 2, Seattle. I really liked how Cooper Kupp was looking as an option. Charbonnet, that guy, I like to call him Chardonnay because the way he drinks and drives through that offensive line.
Uh-huh. Drinks and drives. All right, cool. Yeah, number 2 for me, Patriots. Yeah, they beat up on the Jets, but yeah, right now it's looking pretty
Deadly.
convincing that they are the best team in the AFC.
Yeah.
I still think the Bills could come and bite their ankles off in the playoffs.
Yeah, you did say with the...
That's my team, the AFC team that can sneak up in the middle of the night and bite your ankles.
I'm trying to think of an AFC team for me that could do that.
Okay, well, look on there, maybe. Could it be any of those teams? Any other teams on there?
No.
Steelers?
No. Ravens.
Ravens
would be my AFC team that can sneak up in the middle of the night and bite your ankles and win the Super Bowl.
You think that if the Ravens win the Super Bowl this year, it'll be the weirdest year of all time?
It'd be one of the... Yeah, I mean, if Lamar comes back and looks great.
A losing record Super Bowl team?
It'd be like the Giants. They could have a winning record.
The Ravens?
Can't they?
No, they're 7-9, right?
Oh, no, they're not.
I think they'll be 8-9 if they win.
I don't know if that's right.
I think so.
At number 1, I have the Patriots, and boy, they look good after beating up on those Jets.
Yeah.
That Drake May, man, he's on his Mahomes type arc right now.
Didn't he not have an incompletion for like the first 5 drives of the game?
Yeah, boy looked sharp.
Yeah, he looked quite sharp.
And Stephon Diggs is fucking balling. Dude.
Oh my God, he's unbelievable shit.
He is fucking balling.
Yeah.
And that guy, yeah, I don't know. He might be like an actual sex pest menace that drugs people. But
you can say that about anybody.
Well, that's a real accusation that's out there about him.
Yeah.
And he was doing Tusi on a boat in Miami with a bunch of party girls in the summer. So he might be a monster.
Right.
But man, he can catch football.
All right, number 1 for me, I have the 49ers. I just can't. I was watching them, and they, this week they played the Bears. The Bears looked fantastic on offense, and they still just duked it out with them, took them to the end. And Christian McCaffrey, I worry about the way that they use this man.
Yeah.
Because his, his average yards per carry is pretty low, but it's so many carries. And
putting that massage gun.
Huh?
They were hitting them with the massage gun hard in the butt.
Oh, yeah.
It was gross.
I mean, that's what they need to do.
I know, but you don't have to show it on television.
I think they should, probably.
They were like,
right?
Christian McCaffrey looks like he's getting a cramp, and then goes to the sideline, and it's the trainer, like, jamming the massage gun in his butt.
Yeah. A lot of Christians like stuff in their butts.
Yeah, I know. I was watching with my atheist daughter, though, and she doesn't like it.
Yeah. It's like just crazy though how much they use Christian McCaffrey and how like deadly he is. It's like they're watching their drives. It's like either Brock Purdy throwing beautiful footballs, or it's just like 4 yards, then 3 yards, then 4 yards. Like they just they have a way to wear you down, and that's what I think is most impressive about that team. And I truly do now think I think they should be favored over the Seahawks going into this week. I think they should be the favorite to win the NFC. And if they go to the Super Bowl and play at home, I mean, I would love it if they lost at home. Yeah. I think that's great. If if you're the 1 seed, you play at home all the way, and then you play at home in the Super Bowl and you lose. Yeah, unbelievable. But yeah, it'd be great for Niners fans if they were able to play a home Super Bowl.
I love that play they did in the second half where Shanahan ran the bootleg and then throw back for the screen to McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
That was just because they'd ran that bootleg like 5 times and they're like, what if we did it and then threw it behind our head? And Christian McCaffrey was waiting there. I just have them down below those 2 teams I have ahead of them. They feel a little scotch taped together at times, and it does feel like that overuse is like kind of concerning going into the playoffs. And I feel like they looked very similar to this team 2 years ago, whenever Brock got really hurt, like Brock's rookie season, and he blew his legs off or shoulder off in the playoffs, and Christian McCaffrey had to play quarterback for them for like a whole half of football. It kind of has that vibe of that team this year. And the Seahawks and Patriots are just a little healthier. But, yeah, I agree with pretty much everything you said.
Yeah, they're getting healthy at the right time, playing the rest of football at the right time. And I think if they get Fred Warner back, it's just like too many stories, too many narratives. So that's where I'm at. Who taught him how to Dougie, by the way?
Who?
Brock Purdy.
Brock?
Yeah, who taught him how to Dougie?
Probably like whatever, YouTube videos. That's how I learned.
I feel like that's weird to tell a YouTube video to teach you how to Dougie.
a YouTube video.
Teach me how to, Dougie.
Yeah.
Teach me how to, because you always have to get taught. You have to be
Yes.
taught how to do it. So those are our power rankings for week 18. We are the best football podcast on the planet. It smells like football in here. It's frankly, it reeks of it.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it only smelled a little bit like football, and it smelled a little bit like Barty Supreme.
Yeah.
And now it smells completely like football, and it's a stench that you just it sticks on your clothes for a few days.
It's like a campfire.
And you know what? Our next episode of Cheap Seats is gonna come out next year. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh my God. And Myles Garrett's going to break the sack record against Joe Burrow, and I'm going to pop a bottle of champagne straight into the night.
Yeah, I think there's going to be an asterisk next to that sack record, which is a bummer because it's going to be an 18-game one, and that's just different. It's a little bit different than, Michael Strahan, for instance. So that sucks because I really wanted him to do it outright.
Go Browns either way. Go football. We'll see you in predictions later in the week.
Next year. We'll see you on predictions next year. Thank you, Cheap Seats fans, for keeping us alive this year.
Roll it, Tony. Bye. Roll it, Tony!